Good noontime, everyone, and welcome to Rotary today. We are so glad that you're able to be with us. And Jan, would you mind bringing us to order, please?
Let's do that. Let's pray. Gracious Lord, we do give you thanks for this day. And we give you thanks for this opportunity that we have to gather together with our district governor and with others. Lord, you call us all to work together. What a gift to work together in service. So please inspire our service and help us. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Jan. And Veronica, would you mind leading us in pledge, please?
Yes, sir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Veronica. And let's see, do we have any smiling face in the crowd to lead us in song? Pep, would you do the honors for us?
Sure. R-O-T-A-R, that spells Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y is known on land and sea. From north to south, from east to west, one province must serve the best. R-O-T-A-R-Y, that spells Rotary.
Thank you, everybody. That was beautiful. Danny, I didn't hear you much that time. We'll be sure to get you next week. Let's see, I know we have a few visiting Rotarians today. We will get to Eddie in just a minute, but next up from the district is Dee Dee. Dee Dee is our district secretary. Say hello to Dee Dee, everyone.
Hello, Dee Dee.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Hello.
And let's see, from our morning friends, our Sunrise Club, we have Randy Hughes. Say hello, Randy.
Hello, Randy.
Hello.
Hi, folks.
And let's see, we also have Briseida. Some of you might remember Briseida. She was with us nooners, and then she went to the morning club. Say hello, Briseida.
Welcome back,
Hello.
Briseida.
Hey.
And Cynthia, no stranger to the noon club. Welcome back, Cynthia.
Hello.
Hey, ma'am.
And Dina. Dina is with us from Weslaco. Would you like to say hello, Dina?
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Dina.
Let's see, I don't think I missed anybody there. Okie dokie, and I don't believe we have any guests either. Oops. We have a few birthdays coming up. Mr. Michelle Putman turns 21 this Thursday, so make sure to wish Jay Dean a happy birthday. If you happen to catch him at the Elks Lodge, he prefers a Shirley Temple. So make sure to say happy birthday to Jay Dean. We also have Cynthia Martin. She's not with us today. She's a little bit far away in Colorado, but her birthday is this Friday. Give her a call. Wish her happy birthday. We don't have any wedding anniversaries this week, but we do have a few Rotary anniversaries. Martin, I think I saw you come in earlier, but I think he's got his video off. Marty, happy Rotary birthday.
Thank you.
And Mike Desiderio, he's not with us today, but he turns a Rotary 13, and that is next Monday. So if you see Mike, wish him a happy Rotary birthday. Do we have any happy dollar announcements today? Oh, J.D., I know you had one, so let's put you on the list.
Okay, I'm going to turn it into two. I just looked up, Cynthia's in Colorado, and Boulder is at 70 degrees right now. So happy birthday to her. But I'm so behind in my paper reading. Y'all may already know this, but I wanted to give a shout out to our Sergeant at Arms for her recognition in the Kingsville Record. And I was going to ask her permission to post this on our website with a link to the paper.
By all means, post away.
Awesome.
Very nice article, Jan.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Gloria did a nice job.
Yeah.
Was that in this week's paper?
Yes, ma'am. Last Thursday's.
Okay. I haven't read the paper. I'm behind too.
Yeah.
Was that it, J. Dean?
That was it. Thank you, Justin.
Oh, well, I was going to bill you $5. You might as well have another couple of happy dollars.
Right? I'll think of something.
All right. Anybody else have any happy dollar announcements today? All right. Seeing none, we do have a few more announcements. Rotary Leadership Institute is still underway. We have an initial offering of part 1 coming up in a couple of weeks, and parts 2 and 3 will follow soon thereafter. LoneStarRLI.com to find your event and to register for that. Don't forget, part 1 will be reimbursed by the club. And we're especially looking for our officers and directors to participate in that. And COVID meals, let's see, Janine is here to share some information with us. Take it away, Janine.
Yeah, so am I unmuted?
You are, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So each time that the military testing team comes out to serve our community, the tourism department works to gather some sponsors. Many of you have already helped out through your business to provide them breakfast and lunch. They come from all across Texas, again, to serve our community. This next 3-day operation, sometimes we don't get a lot of lead time knowing when they're coming. So they will be here the 4th, 5th, and 6th, which is Labor Day weekend. So again, just to show appreciation for them spending their time here in our community. This time around, they will be testing from 9 to 4. Each time they come, we do provide them breakfast and lunch. Breakfast costs about $100. It's for the 20-man crew that's here. And lunch is about $200. So we are seeking sponsors right now. I do think we've got Friday covered, but we still need Saturday and Sunday. We post a little recognition on the tourism page. And we'll do a little bit on the city and county pages too, of a picture with the crew in front of their meal when we thank our sponsors for providing that breakfast and lunch to them. But it's very appreciated by the crew. I think they're performing an essential service here in our community, and we just want to show them that we appreciate that. So we are looking for sponsors again Saturday and Sunday. And the neat part about this too, and I know Justin mentioned it, we order from, unless we really need to make our money stretch, then my staff will make them food, but we like to order from our local businesses and keep that money flowing into our local businesses as well. So you're helping showcase our community in a positive way, and then at the same time also helping small business with that large order that they do receive. We coordinated it all. You're certainly welcome to deliver it. If not, we do it for you. And again, post the picture and thank everyone who's had a hand in helping us serve those who are here serving us.
Thank you, Janine, for bringing that to our attention. Thanks for mentioning that and giving us the information here. And so what we have done is we've made it easy for anybody who would like to donate to this. And so I would like for our club to at least provide one lunch, which is roughly $200. But we'll basically donate however much, we'll donate as much to the cause as we're able to take in. And so we have an option on our Square account, the very same place that you go to pay your monthly dues online. This is another option here. In fact, I'm going to go to that Square page. And so just scroll on down past dues over here to donations. It's the COVID meals. And you can select a predetermined amount, or you can enter your own amount. And then those dollars will go directly to the COVID meal program. And if you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to reach out to your very favorite board member or director. Any questions on that for now? Wonderful. Thanks so much for the information, Janine. Let me get my things out of the way here. Okay, so that's that. And so that brings us to lend a helping hand. And to learn more about how we can lend a helping hand to our fellow neighbors and our fellow Rotarians and our community, we have our district governor, Eddie Bartnesky. That's Eddie on the right. And he is with us today to tell us more about that. But to introduce Eddie is our very own Assistant Governor, Charles Clements. Charles, take it away, sir.
Absolutely. I'm privileged today to introduce this Rotary superstar. Eddie Bartnesky is a proud member of the Rotary Club of Harlingen, having joined in 1990 and has 30 years of perfect attendance, if you can believe that.
Oh my gosh.
He has served many leadership roles with his Rotary Club, including club president in 2000-2001. His club recognitions include the Ray Kokoza Service Above Self Award and twice honored with the Vocational Service Award. He contributes to the fundraising activities of the club by serving on the Rotary Shrimp Fest board, including board president for 4 years. At the district level, Eddie has served as assistant governor for 4 years, district grant subcommittee chair, district disaster preparedness committee, Rotary Disaster Aid USA committee member, a graduate of RLI, Rotary Leadership Institute, and is currently serving as district governor for 2021. Eddie's president and CEO of Conley and Bartnesky Insurance Agency in Harlingen, Texas for the past 32 years. He received a BBA in accounting from the Pan American University and is a certified insurance counselor. He's married to his high school sweetheart, Sue. They have been blessed with 3 successful children, Jennifer, Chris, and Stephen. They're equally blessed with 5 grandchildren, Ellie, Kyler, Keaton, Cole, and Caleb. Eddie's a multiple Paul Harris Fellow, Paul Harris Society member, and Bequest Society member. His wife and children are all Paul Harris Fellows as well. So let's give a very warm welcome and applause for Mr. Eddie Bartnesky, our 2020-2021 district governor.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that kind introduction, Charles. It's good to see you again, and good to see everybody from the Kingsville area, and our special guest from Weslaco, Dina. Welcome, Dina. And so it's a pleasure for me to be here this afternoon to meet with you. It's unfortunate that I'm not able to meet in person. Unfortunately, this is what we're doing, a meeting by Zoom, and it's working out very well. I have plans of meeting with both the club, Kingsville and Kingsville Sunrise, meeting with the board of directors, I should say, later on this evening and on Thursday. But you know, it is a meeting for the board of directors, but anybody else that wants to log into that meeting, you're more than welcome. I have no problem unless your club president, Justin, or has a problem with that, or Randy Hughes has a problem with that, but I'm all for it. So more the merrier. But again, like I said, I'm glad to be here this afternoon. As I explained, we're meeting by Zoom, and we made the decision as a district to not have any in-person meetings for the rest of this Rotary or calendar year 2020. So all the meetings that are district or sponsored or oriented will be by Zoom. We're leaving it up to the individual clubs as to whether they want to meet in person based on their circumstances in their own community. But we do ask that if you do meet in person, that you do follow the social distancing and wear your mask and whatever the health officials in your community are recommending. I am, like I said, disappointed that I can't meet in person. I was told when I took the job as district governor that to be careful when you go out into the district and visit with the clubs, because you're going to gain 20 pounds from all the good food that you get to eat. So I'm disappointed that I'm not doing that today, but my plan is to come around in 2021 if everything calms down a little bit and maybe catch up on that 20 pounds. So I'm looking forward to coming through Kingsville and eating some good food there. We do have with us today our district secretary, Didi Mendez. She is from the Alice Club, and she's doing a really good job helping me out as the district secretary. And you may have heard from her from a time or two. So be nice to her when she calls and do what she asks. And, you know, remember, Rotarians never say no. So if she wants you to supply a foundation chair or membership chair, just be gracious and give her that name. We also have with us our Assistant Governor, Charles Clemens. He is your Assistant Governor and one of your own. So be nice to him as well when he comes around, because he's doing the good work of Rotary. I think that's all we have online as far as district staff, district team members.
Actually, Eddie, Jay Dean has recently joined Luis's membership team.
That is right.
As proof that Rotarians never say no, I am happy to be a member of the, we're having a good time.
Thank you for joining that, Jay Dean. And I know Justin as well is on some district teams. He's helping us out on the technology committee and I don't know, various other committees, the public image committee and
RLI.
Justin and Jay Dean, they just seem to never say no. Whenever we ask them, they're there to help out. So we appreciate that support from your area as well. We try to get representation on the district leadership team from all around the district, and we're getting some very good response and from the Kingsville area. So we appreciate that as well. But I wanted to kind of tell you my Rotary story as part of my address to the clubs here this afternoon. As I started my journey to be a district governor a couple years ago, or I guess a couple years ago, I envisioned some great opportunities to meet with all the different clubs and the members in each of the district. As part of your training to be a district governor, I attended quite a few training sessions. And I also met in person, or I was meeting in preparation for the actual start of my term. But as the start of the term approached, COVID-19 set in, and everything just kind of changed from there. And as we know, the world, or as we knew the world as it was back then, is changed, and I don't know if we'll ever go back to the way it was. So when this happened, I asked myself, what now? What are we going to do now? Will Rotary ever survive this crisis? But like I said, I am proud and honored to be able to serve as the district governor, and especially in these times of need. I think it's time for us as leaders to step forward and not only at the district level, but at the club level, and to support our community and to try to lend a helping hand to those that are in need. One of the most sought after meetings that Rotarians look for is when the district governor comes to the meeting. So I'm happy that you guys are all showing up for this meeting, because it's one of the better meetings that you'll have. So as Charles mentioned, I've been Rotary for 30 years now. So that means that I've listened to 30 different district governor talks. So I've kind of heard all the different angles and all the different styles. So as I prepared for this presentation, I pondered as to what would be my best approach to captivate the audience and keep your attention for this 2-hour presentation that I'm about to make. I'm seeing people sign off. It's not really 2 hours. I was just kidding. So I'm not going to bore you with facts and figures, and I'm not going to tell you that we need to increase your membership, and I'm not going to tell you that we need to give more to the foundation. But we really do need to do these things. But instead, I'm going to tell you my Rotary story and how my story relates to my 2020 vision. As Charles said, I joined Rotary in July of 1990. That was a little over 30 years ago. And that was a very special day. I'll never forget that day. A friend of mine and a fellow Rotarian, his name is Mike Medsmar. Some of you may know Mike. We joined at the very same time. We've been competing with each other ever since to see who will stay in Rotary the most consecutive years. So I challenge members, especially the newer members in your clubs, to compete with each other in this type of fashion. Initially, it forces you to become active in your club, but in the end, you will find yourself looking forward to how you can contribute to the success of your club. I will admit that my initial reason for joining Rotary was to make connections with the business people in my club. But as I became more involved in activities that were related to the good of the club, my focus shifted. I worked with almost every aspect of the club that the club was involved in. I served in just about every office that the club had to offer, including president in the year 2000, 2001. As you will find out, I'm a very service-oriented person. I love to work on projects where we are helping others. Projects such as cleaning up after a disaster or picking up trash along the highways, helping Habitat for Humanity build a house, or other such projects as this. Each of you has an experience, an adventure, a moment or moments in time that have framed your life and fastened you to Rotary. And to our newer members, if you get involved with your club, you too will have these type of moments. So I encourage you to get involved and work with the project that your club is active in. So this brings us to why I selected the district theme for 2020, 2021. When I first began the process of deciding what this theme would be, I just asked myself, why am I a Rotarian? And what do I like to do most? So as I said, I enjoy helping others who are in need. So I selected Lend a Helping Hand as our district theme. And as we all know, that our Rotary International president, Holger Knack, he selected Rotary Opens Opportunities as the international theme. And I believe that these two themes will work hand in hand. Rotary opens opportunities for us to lend a helping hand. So I think it has a good rhyme to it. And I think it works very well in the times that we're going through now, especially with the COVID-19, and there's so many people out there in need. So I think this really will open up a lot of opportunities out there for us to lend a helping hand. I have a lapel pin for each of you, and also an international lapel pin. And my plan was to deliver these to the clubs as I made my visits. But since we're not doing the in-person visits, I'm going to mail these pins to the club presidents, and hopefully the club president can get those over to each of the members, because I want everybody to be able to wear these pins out in the community to show that we are Rotarians and we are people of action, and hopefully everybody will support you. So this pandemic has forced all of us as Rotarians and as society to make drastic changes in our lifestyles. We are no longer able to meet in person as we were so accustomed to. So we must adapt to this change. Fortunately, technology is on our side, and we can use it to continue the good work that Rotary does, not only locally, but around the world. As you know, this technology has been around for a while, but now we're being forced to use it. And we're finding out that it's not so bad. It works very well. Clubs are finding out that they can meet virtually by Zoom and still be a viable club, a viable Rotary club. It's not the same thing as meeting in person, but you know, we are people of action and we must adapt to this new norm, at least for now. So in order to maintain and increase our membership, we must diversify our clubs. Rotary has a big push now for diversity, inclusion, and equality in our membership. So our past successes are just that. They are in the past. We must now devote our attention to the future. If we are going to survive as an organization, we must diversify our membership. We must be more inclusive to everyone in our community and offer equal opportunities to all. And at the same time, we must choose our members carefully. Make sure that they're a good fit for your club, not just another member or another number to add to your membership base. We are looking for members who have the potential of becoming Rotarians. It isn't hard to walk away from a group in which you have no investment. It is very hard to leave the family. People don't leave organizations when we feel at home. So we want to make sure that we make our members feel comfortable and remind them that they are part of the Rotary family. We must engage our members, especially the newer ones. Assign them to projects and place them on teams within our clubs. And most importantly, you must have fun in all that you do. Members don't leave when they're having fun. So in order to attract new members, our clubs must be active and vibrant. An active club is a vibrant club. So the focus of this year will be on impactful projects. If your clubs are active in the community and performing impactful projects and promoting them in the community as Rotary projects, others will want to be a part of this and will want to join your clubs. So for this reason, I've set up a community service team under the direction of Lieutenant Governor Jack Ospaw from Corpus Christi. And he and his team will be assisting clubs with ideas on impactful projects. When you're involved with such projects, I'm confident that members will become Rotarians when they witness how the work is changing the lives of others. So with a vibrant membership base, this will bleed over to the Rotary Foundation. As you may or may not know, the foundation is the charitable arm of the financial arm of Rotary. It provides the most, if not all, the funding for most of the projects that Rotary is involved in. This funding is made available because of the generous financial support of Rotarians and friends from all around the world. If our members are engaged with impactful projects and witness the lives that are touched by these projects, they will want to support the foundation. So the question that I hear a lot is, so why should we support the foundation? I don't even know what it is. So I think the way that we address this question is to create awareness at the club level. Rotary has put together many training resources that can be used to educate our membership. But I think it's more than just educating about the logistics of the foundation of how it works. But I think it's more important to show the members what the foundation is doing, how these projects are making such an impact on the communities that are involved in, and especially the people that are being affected by these projects. So I think if we tell the story and share these stories with the projects that are going around the world, I think we'll touch the hearts of our Rotarians. And when you touch the hearts of Rotarians with these impactful projects, they too will want to step up. So we've put together a foundation team similar to our membership team at the district level. And the mission is to assist the clubs with giving them information about the foundation and the importance of the foundation and why we should all support it. They will be providing information to the clubs. We're putting together some PowerPoints, and we'll be happy to come do a presentation at the club or whatever is needed to help educate your membership about the importance of the foundation, because it really is an important part of our organization. As members contribute money to the foundation, that money is invested for 3 years. And then after the 3rd year, half of that money comes back into our district. And the other half stays at Rotary International level in what we call the World Fund. And the funds are available to the clubs in the form of grants, whether it's a global grant or a district grant, and also scholarships. And the most important part of the foundation projects is that we need to tell our stories, as I mentioned, tell the stories about the significance of the project and the difference that it's making in the lives of others around the world. Through the foundation, we will touch the lives of so many people that we will never have a chance to meet. And that's kind of the beauty of it. When we started the Rotary year, the Rotary Foundation was focusing on 6 areas of focus as far as the projects that they put on. And these 6 areas were water and sanitation, maternal and child health, peace and conflict resolution and prevention, basic education and literacy, disease prevention and treatment, and economic and community development. And soon after the year started, the board of directors at Rotary International approved adding a 7th area of focus. And this 7th area is going to be called ensuring environmental sustainability. So starting next year, we will have 7 areas of focus. So if anybody has a project that has to do with supporting the environment, Rotary will address those with a global grant. And there are various ways of contributing to the foundation, but the easiest and yet least used, I can get that out, is Rotary Direct. I don't know how many in your clubs are utilizing Rotary Direct, but this is a tool to where individuals can select how much they would like to contribute on a monthly or yearly basis, and you can select the amount, whether it's $10, $20, $50, whatever. You select it, and it automatically deducts it from your bank account or credit card. It's very simple, it's very easy, and it gets the job done. I personally are participating on the Rotary Direct, and it keeps me on track of and I don't have to worry about writing that check at the end of the year. And then also, you know, if you wanted to be a Paul Harris Fellow, you know that you have to give $1,000, and not everybody can write $1,000 check all at one time. So Rotary Direct helps with that, where you can divide it up into equal payments, and before you know it, you're eligible for a Paul Harris Fellow. To those that are giving to the foundation, currently, I want to personally thank you for giving to the foundation. You may think that the contribution that you're making is insignificant, but that's where you're wrong. If every Rotarian in the world were to give just a small amount to the foundation, that in itself would make a extremely overwhelming difference. So I wanted to thank you. Thank you for giving, and I encourage the others out there that aren't giving to consider making Rotary Foundation your charity of choice, because it truly does make a difference to those in the world that we support. So as we look forward to as we build a strong membership base and we ensure that the Rotary Foundation is financially sound into the future, we must not forget to promote Rotary within our communities. When we're out in the community implementing your projects, make sure that you promote Rotary. Make sure you let the community know that this is Rotary in action and these are Rotary projects that we're doing. Use your local media like your newspapers, billboards, or TV public service announcements. And also don't forget to promote your club and projects on the media like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and others like that. Another thing, go ahead and make sure that you promote your membership or promote your members who have achieved accomplishments in the community, kind of like what Jay Dean just did with the newspaper. Because I think that we need to tell the community that we are Rotarians, and Rotarians are involved in our communities. And so we need to make sure that we promote that, not only at the club level, but maybe put it in the newspaper and things of that sort. So what I've just explained is the Rotary Trilogy. That is the membership, the foundation, and the public image. And this trilogy is like a three-legged stool. The stool cannot stand if one of the legs is missing. And I feel if we have a strong base with the membership, foundation, public image, no matter what we place on top of that stool, we'll have a strong base and it will not collapse. So we need to make sure that we have a strong membership, foundation, and public image within our district and at the club levels. So everything that I've discussed here today, in theory, would work perfectly if we all do our part and get involved with our clubs. But how can we as members get involved when we're not able to meet in person? After all, Rotary is all about fellowship with each other. But the one thing that I know about Rotary, its members have never met a challenge that they could not overcome. As an organization, we must adapt and change in order to remain relevant. Let's not look at the challenges. Let's not look at these as challenges with COVID-19 and things of that sort, but it's recognize them as opportunities to do good in our communities and the world. As I mentioned earlier, with modern technology, we do not always have to meet in person. We can meet virtually like we're doing today. And when this pandemic subsides, our club meetings can be held in person and virtually at the same time. And just think of all the powerful speakers you can attract by this new technology that we're implementing. You can practically get speakers from any part of the world, as long as you can tie them down for 1 hour or 20 minutes, whatever it takes to do the presentation of your club. So that's a great opportunity that we have just for this in itself, just to obtain speakers. So in closing, I would be remiss if I did not mention our Rotary District Conference that we are planning for this Rotary year. It's scheduled to be in Harlingen, Texas on April 30th through May the 2nd at the new Harlingen Convention Center. They just completed a multi-story hotel attached to the convention center, so you can make your reservations, stay overnight, walk down the hallway, and you're in the convention center and you can enjoy the festivities. Because I know Rotarians are going to want to get out behind their masks and get out from their social distancing, and we'll all get together and have a good time and celebrate the successes that I know that we are going to have this year. We will have as usual, we will have the four-way test speech contest there and various other functions. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I personally want to invite everybody from the Kingsville area to make that short drive to Harlingen, and let's enjoy the festivities. But in the worst case scenario, if this pandemic doesn't subside and we're not unable to do it, then we're still going to have the assembly. We'll just have to do it virtually. But for now, we are planning for a big celebration in person, because I invite everybody to come to Harlingen and kick back, have a drink, and if you want to get away from the convention or the conference a little bit, you can walk next door to our very own Bass Pro Shop and enjoy the activities and festivities and maybe buy a shotgun or a shirt or something over there. But it'll be a good time. So I go back to the question that I raised earlier when I started this presentation. Will Rotary ever survive this crisis? So in my opinion, no matter what the outcome of this pandemic, we are people of action. And so when the going gets tough, the tough will get going. The family of Rotary will continue to find ways to make a difference in the world. So I want to thank you for allowing me the time to address each of you this afternoon. If anyone ever needs assistance with any Rotary related business, feel free to reach out to myself or anyone on the district team, because we are all here to serve you. That is the only purpose of the district, is to serve the clubs. All the activities and everything starts at the club level. And so we're here to support you on whatever your plans and goals are, and whatever we can do to help you. And finally, it's my honor and privilege to have the opportunity to serve as your district governor. I wish you guys all the luck in the world. I know you're going to do good in this Rotary year. There's going to be a lot of challenges created and a lot of opportunities because of these challenges. And I look forward to hearing about all the successes that the clubs all around the district are going to be doing. And so with that, I say, let's go out into our communities and let's go out into the world and lend a helping hand. So with that, I will open it up to questions or comments. Anything that you ever wanted to know, any question you ever wanted to ask a district governor, but didn't have the time, or maybe you're afraid to do, now's your opportunity. Throw it at us and let's hear from the membership. Any questions?
Eddie, thank you so much for that. While we're waiting on those questions to come in, so you're talking about membership and foundation and public image, and this being the Rotary Continuum, or the trilogy, if you will. Is there a district resource where our members can go to learn more about these things that we have to offer? Is there a website, perhaps?
Funny you should ask that, Justin, because yes, we do. We do have a district website. It is jam-packed with information to help members. We have a toolbox in the district website that has all sorts of tools that clubs and members can use for the different items on the trilogy. So I encourage you to visit that district website for information. We also have a Rotary International website that has additional information there. The international website is a place where the clubs go to put in your goals. I encourage you to, as a clubs, to put your goals in there so that we know what you're doing and we can track those. And we also have another event coming up in October. We normally have, in the past, what was called a 4-in-1 training. It was normally held in Kingsville at the Texas A&I, or Texas A&M as it is now, university. We're going to still have that session. We're not going to be able to have it at that location because of the coronavirus, but we are going to have it virtually, and it'll start on October the 3rd, and it'll be that day, and then it'll also continue on October 17th. And during these sessions, we're going to be talking about foundation. We're going to be talking about membership, public image, all these type of things. And we're working on that schedule now, so you'll find out more information about that. I know that our district trainer, Dana, sent out a survey for the members to complete, and we encourage you to complete that survey. That gives us an idea of what the memberships are looking for, and we'll be having that kind of training. So there's all sorts of resources out there to assist clubs with whatever efforts they have. And if for some reason you're not able to find what you're looking for, feel free to reach out to myself or Dee Dee or anyone else on the district team to help you out.
Wonderful, Eddie. Great plug for our upcoming district training. Thanks so much for that. We have another anonymous question in the chat box. Jay Dean asks, how does one become a district governor?
Oh my gosh, I just got to sign up. No, it's more than that. There's a lengthy application process, but there are certain requirements that you have to meet in order to serve as a district governor. First, you have to be a club president. You have to be in Rotary for I don't even remember how many years. I think it's 5 years or whatever it is. You have to be in Rotary for a certain amount of time, and then you have to be endorsed by your club. Your club has to endorse you to be president or to be governor. And then there's a lengthy application process that you fill out, and then there's an interview process with the district. It's primarily made up of past district governors, and they interview you. And then once you are selected as the upcoming district governor, then you will be the district governor nominee designate, and you have to be approved by the members of the district. So that goes out there. And if there's any objections to that, what the advisory committee selected, then that's the time that the Rotarians will voice their concern. But if there's no concern, then you move forward and go through all the different trainings, which are quite extensive. You go through 2 years of training before you actually become district governor. So you can't just step in and take over. There's a lot of things you have to do before you take over. But I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed the time that that it took to get from the beginning to where I'm at now. I look forward to the opportunities of meeting with everybody. And that's really why I did it, just to be able to meet everybody, get out in the district and get my hands dirty and work on projects with all the clubs out there.
Wonderful, Eddie. Thank you so much. Dee Dee, did you have anything to add to this as our district secretary?
Not at this time, Justin, just to let everyone else know that I'm here to lend a helping hand. And if you need to do a one-on-one or anything, let me know. And I understand we do this as volunteer. So sometimes you might get my email at 3 o'clock in the morning, but that's okay. Or I might leave a message at your home voice machine, but we're here, Justin, and all the Rotarians. I want to thank everybody for coming. And like our district governor said, we're here to assist everyone.
Thank you so much, Dee Dee. And for those of you that don't know, Dee Dee is largely responsible for me being involved at the district level at all. And so thank you, Dee Dee, for that. We have a few upcoming events. Don't forget, board members, that this afternoon we'll be meeting with the district team, particularly Eddie, at 6 p.m. You'll use the same Zoom link as you used today to log in. So we look forward to that. And this Friday is the next series, or the next installment for the Together for Peace lectureship series. Zoom link to log in is in the bulletin. And thank you, Jay Dean, for bringing it to my attention that our board meeting will not be next Monday. That is Labor Day. And so we're going to move that to the following Monday, the 14th. Agenda and Zoom link will come soon. The 8th begins Zone Institute training. A lot of similar training as what we're going to have for the district training. Go to zones25b-29.org to register for those. Rotary After Dark, our next installment is next Wednesday, and we will tentatively be trying to do that in person. I am talking with Justin Bray about those arrangements now. I'm not sure if you know, but Bray's is closed right now due to an outbreak. He'll be back in the office tomorrow. And so more information coming on that. I know that we are all itching to see each other in person. And so hopefully that will be our next opportunity to do so. The following week begins the virtual International Project Fair, and we have district training starting on October 3rd, as Eddie mentioned. Eddie, you have a question?
Yeah, just the project fair has been rescheduled for October.
Oh.
Yeah, because of the zone training and everything going on in September, they did reschedule it, and I believe it's going to be the October, like the third week in October. So he did put something out on that just recently, so you might update that.
Got it. Thanks so much for that. Does anybody else have anything for the good of Rotary today? Seeing none, it is time to go to our weekly Paul Harris drawings. And so for that, we go to the past week's pairings, and let's get a drum roll, please. And in 3, 2, and 1. Pair number 1, Danny and Mary. Thanks so much for that, Danny. And it pays to play. Don't forget to complete this week's pairings. And if you will now please join me in the 4-way test of the things we think, say, and do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thanks so much. We stand adjourned. Adios, y'all.